The oldest and largest home in North Carolina, and with the first operating elevator and electricity. The Biltmore Estate, Asheville, North Carolina. Everything's old. Everything's old. Everything's old. We made it to Asheville, and that's the Grand Bohemian Hotel. And then we're here, y'all. We're here. I don't know who's more excited, me or the kids, but I'm in freaking Asheville, and we're touring the Biltmore Estate. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a few tips and things to look for on your visit to the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. In today's video, join me at the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. One of the first things that I realized was as soon as you go through that guard's entry gate, the estate is not right there. There is a 3-mile trek through beautiful farmlands to the home, to the Biltmore Estate. Remember, this is a time period where everything is farm to table, and you traveled with your maids and servants for extended periods of time. Farm, so there's tons of chickens and goats, and a lot of people that live in Asheville visit the property to bicycle, walk, hike, and see the goats. It's best to take a trolley to the home. Parking is at least a quarter of a mile from the home.
This was George Vanderbilt's little summer getaway cottage back in the day. There's many rooms. I think the basement's even got a basement. Now, even though they do have that fancy indoor plumbing.
You can park and walk, or you can trolley. If you are handicapped or have health challenges, do take precaution. There are some extreme challenges. The tour requires taking lots of stairs, more than I expected. The Biltmore Estate is a 250-room chateau built in 1895. A chateau. Recording or taking pictures is prohibited. I paid close attention to the details, the fireplace details, the wood details, the carving and architecture of the doors, and the dinette set, and the china hutch. These are original Monet paintings that you'll see shortly. This house, this estate, this chateau, summer home for the Vanderbilts, was amazing. And the details is what I wanted to pay close attention to. Who painted the family portraits? Who were some of the designers? Where did the furniture come from? So just enjoy some of the sights that I captured, but this view. And on the farthest mountaintop was his other hunting lodge, which you will see shortly. So as far as the eye can see, to the next mountain was all Mr. Vanderbilt's, and still is. No. He bought 125,000 acres.
That's the basement over there. But it's like this is how wide this is.
What did she call? This was probably the most fascinating room in the house to me was Mr. Vanderbilt's library. And the books were in Indian, Russian, Latin, Spanish, and he could read in 8 different languages. Look at the size of this book, of these books, and the detail in the bookcase and the ceiling. Another fun fact from the 18th century is that the husband had a master suite on the left. They shared a common living room in between the 2 bedrooms, which we're standing in now. And then to the far left, you're going to see Mrs. Vanderbilt's bedroom with this oval egg at the top. This is her living quarters. And again, they shared that dark green living room between the 2, which I think is a great strategy for a successful marriage. Look at the bedspread. Oh, and the detail in that piece right there, the doorknob. This is the first operating elevator in North Carolina, actually in the United States. Look at the steel beams. We're at the very top of the house. They had electricity, and this is the view from the top of the house. Look at the detail in the iron trim of the home. Amazing artistry. I had to get out of there, but look at this door. Look at the little door. These are the maids' quarters. There were 25 maid rooms. Look at this view from the bottom staircase looking up to the 4 levels within the home. And we are on the first floor of the chateau of the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. Look at that spectacular. This wraps up all I could capture. We are now entering the swimming pool area. These are all dressing rooms for guests. Each guest had their own dressing room, and this is the pool. And then I just basically was called out. And there's the huge stove in the kitchen. Thank you for coming. Thank you for touring the Biltmore with me. If you get a chance, make sure you go like, comment, and share, subscribe.